Namaskaram, Arunagiri. So happy to have an interaction with you. So, I think this is for a small blog also.
Fuel blog also, and also it will go onto my Swaradime page on YouTube.
Okay. So, you asked me about the inspiration behind my career.
Yes, sir.
So, as you said, in many of write-ups, um, you might have read about my background, family background. So I am absolutely obliged, acknowledged to my parents, especially my father, Sherthalai K. Narayanayar Vidwan, who has got direct training from doyens like Shamagudi Srinivasayar, Kalpati Krishnayar sir. So many legendary musicians who were part of faculties in Swati Tirunal Music College, where my father took his diploma. So actually, in my family, other than my father, there's nobody had any musical background. So, but there was so many opposition in my father's side also, his brothers and sisters. So, music is not at all a profession for livelihood and all. But my father was too much for music. So at that time, even there was no an environment for daily food in his family. So he was taking food from Padmanabha Swami temple during the noon time. So during the college time, he will go to Padmanabha Swami temple. Their free meals is available. So
Prasad.
he was taking meals from Padmanabha Swami temple as a prasadam. Yeah, that was the time. These stories were told by my appa only. So my as far as I am concerned, so from childhood onwards, I had a musical inspiration, musical aptitude. So my elder brother was mridangist for a long time. So he had played for many concerts and all, but later on, slowly, yeah, he took a small the break in his career, and he was in another profession. And another brother was playing khatam. He's an engineer in Hyderabad, but he also didn't continue that as a profession. Slowly fade out. My eldest sister, she had been giving so many concerts in her young age and all. But after marriage, also she also little bit. So then she is concentrating on taking classes. She has got so many students. So my just elder brother, he's a very good violinist and also a head of the department in Erode Music College. He is the headmaster of this college school, and he is taking vocal class as well as violin, and he is giving so many concerts on violin. He is um, uh, so much lively in the concert career. And my brother, younger brother in Hyderabad, he is also a very good khatam artist. Even still, he can play for concerts, but due to his time constraint, he is not. And another, so before marriage, this was my environment, in my
Basically, lot of music going on around your house, and you
yeah.
were basically you were round in music, right? Even before you thought that you would choose music as a.
Exactly. Because I was listening to so many classes which my appa was taking.
Mm.
So he had got so many students in and around Sherthalai,
Mhm.
and I was so fortunate to listen to so many classes. So my appa's class is it's really speechless because that much concentration, that much depth, in-depth class it was. It is our grammar. Actually, Shartali is our native. So my father had to come there and settle for the sake of family. So there, okay, there was little bit dry in as far as Carnatic music is concerned once upon a time. But now Shartali is very, very rich. So many artists are there. Mridangam artists, so many violin artists are there. Nadabangadi Shivananda sir, Guru Nadabangadi Shivananda sir is there. His so many disciples on violin and many vocal, many Mridangam artists are there. Shartali is absolutely rich, musically rich, Carnatic musically rich today. But once upon a time it was like that.
In fact, Kerala,
Anyway,
Kerala itself is very rich in classical music. Even so-called popular music also, there is there's respect for. It's one of those outlying.
traditional.
Yeah.
For another reason for that is Kathakali Sangeetam. Kathakali music is another classical music stream, which was which was prevailed very old time onwards. Until now, Kathakali Sangeetam has got so many recognition and so many fans are there for Kathakali music. Even just like Carnatic music, equally there are so many fans are there for Kathakali Sangeetam and Kathakali dance also. Kathakali dance form also very popular in Kerala. So I was initiated to Carnatic music career only because of my Appa. Because Appa was saying that he had consulted with some astrologers that he couldn't get so much recognition in the field. Actually, Vechuru Harihara Subramaniam, have you heard? Vechuru Harihara Subramaniam. Yeah, Prabhakara Verma and Vechuru Harihara Subramaniam, they are all very senior gurus and performers in Kerala. Nallai Krishnamurthy sir. Vechuru Harihara Subramaniam and Nallai Krishnamurthy, they are my wife's gurus, Mohana's gurus. So yeah, my wife is from Trivandrum, that I will tell you later. So she got training from Vechur sir and Nellai sir and all. Vechur sir was my Appa's colleague. So Vechur sir, Appa, they were actually staying together during their study time. And Harihara Subramaniam sir completely concentrated on music and he settled in Trivandrum. Everybody knows Vechuru Harihara Subramaniam in Kerala. But my Appa had to settle in a Gramam. Okay, anyways, my Appa had a vision and he consulted with some astrologers and due to my astrological position, actually Appa was very confident that I may come up very well in the field. I was also not that much interested for taking this as a career, even because my brothers are also for other streams, mainstreams. Music may be as a secondary, but not as a mainstream. So that was the attitude of even my elder brothers and sisters also. But my Appa was very much adamant that I should go to Carnatic music only. So then,
and when was this that consultation happened, and then he decided that you should go? Was it by the time you're teenager? Is that?
Yeah, actually, 8th, 9th, 10th studies time, because it is around 13, 14, 15 age.
Okay.
So at that time, continuously I had been giving concert in a particular temple. The temple authority was a very famous, world famous astrologer. He is called Arur Jolsyan. Arur Jolsyan, everybody knows. Even Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister time, she had also come there to consult her astrological position. Arur Jolsyan is very famous. So that temple was under his control, where I had been giving 3 years continuous concerts. In third year, during winding up my concert, that usually he doesn't come to stage, he doesn't come to venue. He will be sitting in his home and listening to concerts. But at that time, that great astrologer, he came to dais and he put a ponada and all. At that time, he gave a small speech that this boy will come up very well in this field and all. Then Appa had a personal talk with that astrologer. So I think he told that you can very well send him to Carnatic music field, definitely. Anyway, I just, then I decided to go to Palakkad, Chittoor for BA and MA. And Appa was very particular in one thing. Concert career only will not give that much, may not be. So, because that was the scenario in Kerala.
Mm.
We cannot completely trust on concert career, because sometimes it may be okay, sometimes maybe because and when another artist comes, maybe there may be some.
Right. So
So
basically,
that
that was my second. It goes into the second part of the question was, how did you become, or rather, who was your inspiration to becoming a professor? I think you were still associated with the Madurai. Is it Kamaraj University that you are
yes,
associated?
Kamaraj University.
So, so that was your father was your push to become an
Absolutely.
academic. Mm.
Yeah. Um, Along with my academic career, I can go through concert career. That was my Appa's decision. And even at that time, MPhil course was very new, because MPhil course was that time only that was introduced. So,
Mm.
Appa, somebody told Appa that unless MPhil, he may not get a job in college.
Mm.
So then Appa was asking me, "You take MPhil." I was also new to that course that time. That MPhil was there in Madras University, and I just came to Madras for MPhil studies and all. So at that time, Dr. N. Ramanathan sir was my guide for MPhil, and Karekudi Subramaniam sir, another great Veena artist, and he was
Veena.
professor. Yeah,
Mhm.
Madras University. Then Pramila Gurumurthy, now presently she is vice chancellor of um, Music University.
Actually, I've met Karekudi Subramaniam sir. He runs Brihadhwani, right? That
Brigadani. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Brigadani was started in that year only, 90, I
Uh,
think, 1990.
yes.
Myself, Shankari, Balasubramaniam, he is now in Wesleyan University.
Oh, the Balu sir. Okay.
Balu sir. So we were all at the same time in Madras University. So Subramanian sir was a great inspiration for us, and we were a very much part of Brigadani in its initial way of the. So Brahatani was a good inspiration for us. But I was there in Chennai only 2 years. Uh, if I would have continued there by getting a job in Madras University and all, maybe it could be better for me. Anyway, Madurai Meenakshi called me to be there for some time. So I got a job in Madurai Kamaraj University, and I joined Sri Sadguru Sangeeta Vidyalaya as a lecturer. Then my teaching career as well as my concert career was going on. Simultaneously. At that time only I got married.
You would travel to from Madurai to Madras for
And yeah,
yeah.
at that time number of concerts also very less, not
Mm.
like now. Still every year some number of concerts will be there in Chennai, and I were traveling from Madurai to Chennai. At that time, my wife got a job in Tirunelveli. Yeah, she is also postgraduate in music, graduate in music and doctorate in music. So that is also another a good turning point for me, because my life partner also from Carnatic music career, and she is also very much enthusiastic in music, very inspiring partner. She got a job in Tirunelveli, so I had to travel to Tirunelveli and to Chennai. So my family is in Tirunelveli. Shravan Swati were kids that time, 2 years and 5 years and all. So I had to very often travel to
Madurai.
Tirunelveli
Mm.
and also to Chennai, sometimes in Kerala. Kerala, at that time itself, Kerala, I had so many concerts in Kerala. So, because from childhood itself, I was in Kerala. So, in Kerala, I had been giving many concerts, even for the last 35 years. And Chennai, there was no much frequent concerts in that time, but later on it was changed by God's grace.
Thank you, sir. So the next thing is, what is your earliest memory of a song that you were taught by your father? Can you sing that if you remember, or anything that you feel like?
See, Appa's, especially what I have to say is Pathandram. Appa was very, very particular about on that Shamugadi sir Padandram, even Shinamai, Mukhari, Eta Unara in Kalyani, Kulumaragada in Todi, Katanavarki in Todi. So many large, see, big Kridis. So many Kridis I learnt from Appa. And Appa's Patandram was very, very, that's, he doesn't give any notation at all. But he will make us sing the notation of the Kriti. For example, uh, even Raga Alapana also. One phrase he is sing, and we have to sing its notation. That swaram should be just like Alapana. Should not be like Sarakalpana. Each and every phrase he will sing Raga phrase and we have to sing the swaram. So that was a good training to develop our Swarasthanam. And Kritis Padandaram, he never allowed me to write down and all. So even the Kritis which I learnt from Appa, still I am remembering. And but even recently which I am learning, so very, very difficult to remember. So that's the thing. That teaching methodology was itself was different.
So how has it changed since then? Because I think at that time we had a lot of time also, right? Here everything is jet speed. It's an urban society we are living in. So how have you adapted that? And also because you have different set of students' aspirations that come in, so you will have to change a little bit of your methodology, right? So how do you adapt to that?
Mainly, some teaching methods, even still I am following my Appa's method. Carve exercises. So, Appa was not much singing mathematical applications in Kalpanasaram. But Appa had a good grip in Layam. So, um, so Appa had advised me, so do this one, that one. So that will develop your mathematical. So from that time itself, many carve exercises. Oh, Sari ga ma ga ri sari ga ri sari ga ma. So this is normally Dhruvadal Alankaram. Sari ga ma ga ri sari ga ri sari ga ma. Some changes. Sari ga ma ga ri sari ga ma ri ga ma pa ma ga ri ga ma pa. So 1 2 1 2. Sari ga ma ga ri sari ga ma ri ga ma pa ma ga ma pa ga ma pa da pa ma. So 2 3 combination. So this is very essential in Kalpanasaram. Gama ni dama ma gama dama ga ri sa re ga gama pa da ni dama da ni ri sa ni da ma ga ri sa re ga. So 2 3 combinations is very essential. And 1 3 2 3 carways. So this carway exercises through alankaras and all. So these are all that old methods. Just only more than the regular practicing methods, alankaras in Maya Malagolai. So in different ragas and with the different carways. So these were some special enlightenments from that I got from my Appa. Um, then Yeah, I was fortunate to teach many talented students even from my PG time. So that's another blessing because we are able to teach some really talented students that will enrich our jnanam. So that's a great experience teaching good students. Even now, I am very fortunate to teach a student like you, Arun, because even each session I used to enjoy when I'm teaching. It's a great experience as far as a teacher I'm concerned. So that's a great blessing for teachers. Um, Good students are really inspirations for a teacher. So that I have experienced from my young age itself. Because I am so fortunate. I had so many number of good students actually.
Your voice, your it is so captivating right from the get go, right? You can People can think of say Voleti sir or Balamurli Krishna, that heavy, sonorous, rich voice, which carries the gamaka weightiness, right? So yesterday I heard your Yatukula Kambodi on Facebook that you had posted. So is that something that you developed, or I think that probably came naturally to you? And because your music is not one of those it's a very unhurried uh, deep kind of a music, which is what I really followed for many years, and then I approached you because for my voice it was it cannot carry that weight the way you do. But I have somehow sort of struggled to make the Rakti Ragas work somewhat. So any pointers on that and how you developed a style which is very unique, and what perhaps somebody who doesn't have that deep voice can they still do something like this?
Oh, actually, to certain extent, voice is born gift actually for anybody. Even bass voice, and tenor voice. So voice is even we should get by born. Um, but we can develop it because I had a wish to sing in Shruti D, C sharp and all D. So for some time I had been singing in C sharp and all, but C is the comfortable Shruti for me because more than tenor I think my voice is more suitable for bass.
Yes.
So and the way of singing which you asked,
Yeah,
I
the
was
present.
actually in young age. I was having so much of affinity to sing speed music
Mm.
because T. N. Sheshagopal sir was my inspiration for many years. Even now, he is an inspiration to everybody. But maybe our style may change time to time. Our attitude also may change. It doesn't mean that the liking to TNSR style is less. No. But the way that we have to sing, that may be changed time to time due to our thinking and our so time to time. Because later on, I started to listen to KVN Mama's Sangeetam and MDR Sir's Sangeetam. So that started to captivate that my liking actually. So at that time to time there was change. Even volunteers are also, but purposefully I never followed his style. But so many comments like what you said. So many comments I used to hear that my voice is more resembling to volunteers sir's voice. But it's a great blessing when I
Yeah,
am here.
resemblance is one thing, sir, but it is the style of presenting a ragam, right? See,
Oh,
in the slow speed of that is when the whole gamaka splendor comes out, right, beautifully. Because when you singing male kalam or higher speed, then you have to chop the gamakams, right? And some voices may or may not be able to carry the weight of the gamakam. So in your music, what I find and many of us find is that the gamaka shuddham is one thing, but you can clearly hear that the full richness of the gamakas that you would that you would want to hear. I mean, even in something like not so-called gamaka like Latangi or Akiravani, right? So that voice can produce that kind of a deep gamakas. So it is very, very enriching to hear your music, I think.
Thank
That's
you.
what
It's a great compliment for me. I take it humbly.
When I came, so let me personally let me say something personal here. So when I was trying to get you to teach me, so I approached a few people, and then of course you were in Singapore, and then I was supposed to talk to you, and then you said, "Illa, you just come for the class." You did. I didn't even talk. So you were traveling for something in Singapore, and from the hotel room itself, I had the first class. And even when I was going to Europe for my vacation, even then I had my class. So that was my best parts. I never had to miss a class either because you are traveling or I was traveling. So that kind of a professional or a dedication.
So, yeah, it's my nature that myself will grab good students like you. Grabbing like, because it's a great um, refreshment
Correct.
sharing with students like you.
And one other thing I would want to point out to the audience is there is always this mm, doubt in the student's mind, anxiety, nervousness. So what I find in your classes, that anytime that I don't get a certain sangati, right? The patience that you and the dedication that you spend the time to get that through, right? What it happens is it may be frustrating at that time, even maybe maybe for you when you're teaching, but once we get that, it actually helps to grasp many other components, maybe in later kritis, because they're all again the same thing again repeating.
Exactly. What you said is correct. So once Gararpriya through Srinivasa is okay, then Satatantavaga is fine, Nadachi is fine. So once that nuances of Gamakas reaches our mind, that will be safe for another Kriti.
Correct.
Exactly.
Maybe we can show a small portion of how a live class is conducted. Can we? So,
So re ri ri. Re ri ri nal. Ri ri. Re ri ri. Ne ne re ri ne ri ri. Da ni sa ni da ni sa ni da sa ni da ni ma da ni sa ni da sa ni ni ga ma da ni sa ni da ni da அந்த phrase-க்கு அந்த exact ஸ்வரம் வந்தா தான் கரெக்டா. nari
na na na
nari 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 na.
na na.
This will be repeated. This will be repeated in every time. Na 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 re tari re na re na.
I've never sung a todi with you, so
Correct, correct,
pardon.
correct. Re re ri ne. Taril re re ne re. Should be fine, I think, because why I took todi, I have not taken todi for you. That's why just when you asked me, so how you are singing a ragam which already we have not done earlier. So then only your caliber also will come out. Really. So
And the way you teach is you actually go through the raga alapana. It is not just that you teach only kritis. You
for me you sing two lines which you learnt.
Ayyo. Okay, this one I really like. It's a very rare kriti, Renuka Devi, which is Kannada Bangla, which is the same as Malahari, but Dikshitar called it Sari Mapada Sada Pamagari Sa Renuka Devi Samrakshitoham Anisham Renuka Devi Samrakshitoham Anisham Renuka Devi Samrakshitoham Anisham Renuka Devi Samrakshitoham Anisham Renuka Devi Samrakshitoham.
I used to appreciate your voice because, yeah, I heard some small presentations of you. So you are maintaining the voice suitable to light music as well as Carnatic. Even when you sing Carnatic music, pakka Carnatic style only. There is no any light music
Component.
Yeah.
That was always
Whereas when you sing light music, it's pure light music. That voice modulation is very important. I used to give so much of importance because when we sing a Hindustani ragam, see, ne re ne ri ne te ne 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 re ri ne ne re 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 ri. So Ananda Bhairavi is a pakka Rakti ragam.
Carnatic, yes.
When we sing a Hindustani ragam, just we have to change the Gamaga style, everything we have to change. For example, जमुना किनारे प्यारे कदम तर मोहना बांसुरी बजावे बांसुरी बजावे जमुना किनारे प्यारे कदम तर मोहना बांसुरी बजावे, बांसुरी बजावे, सखी कुंज भवन में, जमुना किनारे प्यारे कदम दर मोहन, बांसुरी बजावे, बांसुरी बजावे, बांसुरी bajave. So there is such in Hindustani ragas like, so we can apply many manodramams, but only thing that Hindustani ragam needs that particular way of
Presentation.
sancharam. Yeah.
Correct. So did you learn that, or did you go take some lessons, or how did you inculcate? Because when I see you present like a bhajan, Lolati sir used to sing spontaneously, right?
The Volati sir was also, I don't think that he had also learned systematically Hindustani from any, but he was very hardcore Hindustani fan actually. So I heard that he even Volati sir was in All India Radio, no? He was working. So sometimes lessons, music lessons will be there. Sir will be teaching, and some recordings will be there. So Begada, he used to sing Begada and also. So Begada, such ragas he will do wonderfully, and after 10 minutes, when we sing, when we enter into the studio, so such a pure Hindustani music, how a pure Hindustani musician sings, the same nature. So he'll be singing some bhajans and all, in all the radio studio. So many artists have spoken about this wonderful change of mode that Volati sir was doing.
So on this topic, right? So when we are talking about styles, Carnatic, Hindustani, there is also the popular music. So my one major doubt was, as you said, right? Uh, would you have a problem if I sing outside Carnatic, right? That was my very first doubt I had when I met you actually in Chertala at your home. So you told me, what is the big deal, right? Even singing something requires you to use your voice in the right way, right? That you can do something outside of Kannada. You don't have to box yourself into only one kind of thinking. If you can, you go and experiment yourself. So that kind of encouragement is very important, I think, for the overall development of psychology of a person also, I think. So I'm really happy, sir, that I came in contact with you, and
my opinion actually came from you yourself. That really I am very much open-minded, because music, all musics are great. Even light music is, it's very difficult to present a light music with a Shruti Shuddham and that bhavam, that particular bhavam it requires. It's very, that emotions. So after what music requires, it should convey that emotion. So whatever it is, Carnatic music, Hindustani music, light music, even any music, that it's absolute goal is convey that emotion to another person. So otherwise music is meaningless. Everybody is there in my family. Everybody will be singing something. So they will be singing something, some fusion music and all, light music and pop music, some classical and light. So some patriotic. So there will be something going on. So that's very interesting. The music, every music is great. And I used to enjoy your many small performance, because I'm very much fan of that. Yes, that Small has been creating great opportunities for many talented.
Exactly, yeah, and I think I also thought initially it was just for entertainment. Of course, music is for entertainment, but there is serious musicians coming there, and they may not even know they are very serious about it. Right? They get discovered by just singing as a interest and then passion, and you discover there are students of Girija Devi ji and people who have done so they come and experiment with their voice. So when I listen to them, observe, you get to see how a certain, say, Kiravani in a certain situation in that movie
Correct.
setting
Correct.
changes.
Yeah.
How you emote it, how you express that. It is very important. And in fact, I have listened to before even Carnatic at my home in Delhi. Only the Vivid Bharati used to come. So best of the voices like Lata ji, Asha ji, their voices I heard are so many. So I personally believe you can inculcate the aesthetic of light music and imbibe the grammar of Carnatic or Hindustani to make the voice mold with bhavam and bhava and emotion.
Absolutely.
Otherwise,
Correct.
sometimes the technically it is great, but the aesthetic is lacking,
Correct.
right?
Correct. Correct.
So,
Correct.
or the aesthetic is superficial, right? It has to, I think, both have to come together. So I that's what my opinion is. So I even when kids come to me for some students come, I say listen to our good melodies. Don't go to all this now loud kind of music. Listen to melodious music because everything is going here and sitting
Correct.
as
Correct.
a samskara.
Exactly.
So, and of course, with classical music, you have to hear Shravanam, passive listening.
Very important
Very
because we cannot explain how you should sing one suriti or how you should sing Begada. So, so much of listening is very important.
important. Yeah, it has to. It's like a language, right? When we talk to child,
Exactly.
that's how they pick up.
Exactly.
They can't just.
Just like an act.
What is your philosophy of music? Where do you want to take music from here onwards?
Teaching also a very passionate career for me because I like teaching. So other than concert time, I am very much engaged in teaching, and especially if I am teaching a student like you. So um,
When
time
you,
for us தெரியாது.
I know when you are teaching me, I only tell my family, I'm off for 2 hours. Don't come and bother bother me.
Correct, correct. So that's an entertainment also. Or it's not. It's very serious because sharing with the students is another thing is bhakti is a very important thing that Carnatic music inculcate because in Carnatic music all the compositions by great composers such as Trinities and uh, um, their descendants. So we can see the very important emotion is bhakti in our Carnatic music. So other than bhakti, other than that, see, we cannot see bhakti as a secondary thing. So all other intellectual aspects are okay. Intellectual aspects are to be entertained, but along with that intellectual aspects, that bhakti emotion is very essential thing in our music. So youngsters, those who are coming up, they should be very much serious about the real emotion of our music. That's my request and prayers also. But Carnatic music, younger generation is very powerful. They are very serious, very talented youngsters. So Carnatic music is very much safe in our coming generations. But at the same time, the very um, requirement of our music, that goal of our music, that should be conveyed through each performance.
Devotion.
That's
So
what I mean.
is there so personally what I believe is, when some kids come to me, even though they may not have a musical background in their house, they go to say Chinmaya Mission, and they have an environment that they go to which is not very different from coming here to learn Carnatic music, because they are at this, the philosophy is the same. I don't know if that is the right way to do it. I know the technical grasp of the younger generation is great, but as you said, it's the ultimate aesthetic, right? One note, if you hold, that should go into your heart. That's what I believe. You can do so many great things, but if you do one ordinary thing extraordinarily well, is I think what success is. So
Exactly what you said is correct, because that aesthetic sense is the very, very important thing.
So that is what I have fought all my life, because I observed myself and listened to some of the very beautiful voices, even Bolly, like Lata Ji, Asha Ji. They were sweet voices, but when the emotion, when they are doing a sad song or a bhakti song or any situation, right? How does a voice speak to you? Right, that speaking has to be shown in Carnatic with utmost devotion, because we are talking about a power that is beyond us, right? So that devotion has to be shown. So in every aspect of presentation. So I think that will also help in singing music that is not classical, that is even light music. That you can understand what is, you can bring that bhakti to the level of to the ground level, and I guess that is what it is. I that's what I think. It is very difficult to talk about it. Only you can demonstrate, I think.
Correct. You can only experience.
You can experience it.
Mhm.
So thank you very much, sir, for spending this time. So I think we'll probably have two parts of this interview. We'll have, it's almost 52 minutes. So
So we were
this
planning only half an hour,
half hour,
but
yeah. So that's what it is. I always get double the class also. It's like class, 1 hour means it's always 2 hours. So
so happy, Arun, because I know you are a specialist in how to use our voice very, very effectively, as according to the music, according to that composition, according to our voice caliber, voice capacity. So I think you are concentrating on certain areas, and you
a
are
lot
giving training also.
training also, a lot of, because what I find is that many kids, they have stage performances, or even not stage performances. They are very interested. They have a good voice, but they cannot reach certain range, or they cannot hold a certain number of seconds.
That's a really large area that we have to concentrate a lot actually.
Yeah,
So in our music, especially in Carnatic music, there is no such a systematic training, how to vocalize, how to effectively vocalize our. So that's a great art, and what you are doing is something very different. Something is great actually. Really, I appreciate you. Because in other music, they are giving much importance in voice production, voice,
voice
how to
production.
use our voice very,
Correct.
very
Hindustani is number one in
number
voice.
one. That really, really. So that's a great thing actually.
What happens is here, what I've seen is with the kids, there are some kids that are very easily grasping, like a camphor, or kalpuram. Just put fire in it, it will catch. But many kids struggle, so they can mentally visualize the sangatis or complex melody patterns, but they are not able to express it as
Hmm.
with energy. Or so I find that becomes a psychological setback for them. I have
Correct.
struggled with myself. Like for 20 years, I didn't sing. Then even 5 minutes of light music, I will collapse. Even with mic. So I didn't know how to improve myself. So it has been a journey, and when I don't want kids to waste their time doing things that they shouldn't be doing. First, equip themselves, right? If you can sing Melstai Varsai with 4 speeds and Akaram nicely coming out, then any Nijadasa will come to you, very
Correct.
easily. So if
Correct.
you're not equipping yourself, then it becomes a problem because only 1 or 2 kids out of a million that
Mm.
unfortunately the social media projects are very good singers by nature.
Correct.
The rest have
Correct.
to work hard about that. It's not that they are not good singers, but it takes some time to
Correct. Correct. Correct.
polish that voice. So thank you very much, sir. I really, really appreciate your time, and not just time, but that music, which is Ganat Parataram Nahi. I don't know who said it. So there's nothing beyond music. So my whole life now has always revolved around music. I didn't realize it until after about 40 years. So, and I wish that you spread your knowledge of music to lot many more people for lot many more years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arun. Thank you, Arunagiri. Your wishes. Thank you for your wishes. And I too pray. Not only my family, all students are my family. So all of you should flourish. All of you should enjoy your life with music and flourish yourself in your career. I pray God for all the prosperities of the prosperities of life of all the students. All the students are my family. Thank you so much. This is a great opportunity for me too to share something uh, from my life. And let us meet again in another sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Namaskar.
Namaskaram.